Hello, 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 and welcome to this YouTube channel. I feel like I got radio voice real deep today. The name of this channel is Manifesting Magic the Practical Way, because we talk about a lot of practicalities as it relates to manifesting the lives that we choose. Today I have a small message, a short one. I always say a short one, but this one really is kind of short. It's really good. Today I'm discussing the idea of force, right? It's one of the things when you're manifesting and you're trying to create the life you choose, it's really easy to forget that we don't force things in this life, right? That we don't force people to see things the way we see them. We don't force people to interact with us. We don't force people to be in relationships with us, to call us back, to give us opportunities. There's no such thing as that, right? Because we know that anything that you have to do with force is going to eventually at some point be something that you don't want. Because if you got to get it with force, then you have to use force to try to keep it and maintain it to some degree. And that's what's very important. So I had some situations happening over the week. Not anything negative situation. It was more of a piece of a document that I needed to take care of some business. So I was asking it from someone who I don't have the best ongoing relationship with. It's not a negative relationship. There's just no relationship. And I was like, okay, I really need to get this paperwork, but I don't want to get into the mode where I sound bossy or I sound like I'm trying to force somebody to do something I need them to do or whatever, right? So I put a little bit of energy into it. And then at some point, the universe, I just couldn't force myself to push as much as I mentally wanted to do. Because deep down inside, I said, no, this is not that situation. I was like, no, let's just see what happens, right? Well, I let it go, moved on with my life, kept, going, clucking along, doing the things that I was working on. And sure enough, yesterday, this piece of paper showed up. And I don't need it until the end of August, right? And I just was like, this is pretty good. I'm like, so this is what happens when you let go and let people decide to show up if they choose to, right? Because we can force people to do stuff all day, but the minute we're not in the mode of forcing or pushing or giving pushback to all their resistance, it's going to fall apart. It's like if you go to things with this rash attitude or with this roughness or with this hardcore mindset, then you find yourself having to keep the hardcore forceful mindset in order to keep whatever that thing is that you brought into your space. And so seeing such a fine exemplary example of this over the weekend, it really made me readjust and refocus again when it comes to how much time and energy and force am I trying to put towards things that I'm trying to create or things that I'm trying to manifest. Because it should only be minimal. You should do what you can and try to create what you can create. And when you get to the part where you've done everything that you could within the means of self-respect from your perspective, then that's when you go ahead and let it go and say, you know what? I'm just going to wait and see what happens. And it's not being passive, and it's not laying down and allowing things to just do what they do. It's telling yourself that there's a way that you want to manifest in life. There's a way that you want to create. You want to create with ease and effortlessness, and you want those things to be maintained the same way. And if you go into anything, you start to realize with that forceful attitude, you might make a lot of things happen, but you're realizing that you don't want to make things happen that way because you know you're going to have to continue to make things happen that way. So if you're trying to get to the other side of it, this is a good place to start. Start not forcing things and not trying to push people to believe something that you believe. And defending yourself, defending your mindset and your ideas and why you believe something and what's important to you. Like, you don't need to do any of that. So just keep that in mind. Anything that you create with force, you'll have to keep on using force. Anything that you create with ease and effortlessness and with excitement, with joy and all those good and amazing things, that's all it'll take, you being your regular self, to continue on that path, right? Anyway, hope y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful Monday. And if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification to get updates on when I post new content, and share it with somebody who you think might enjoy the messages. And until next time, keep manifesting magic and have a wonderful, wonderful day.